Here is how to build AI agents smarter than ChatGPT. Agents will allow us to do a month's worth of work in a day. And this is coming a lot sooner than most people realize. The interest in AI agents is starting to be exponential. Just look at the Google Trends chart on the right. We are right before the explosion. Imagine if someone told you about the internet in 1991 or about Bitcoin in 2009. We're in that very moment with AI agents. Do you want to be ahead or do you want to be behind? You cannot stay in the same place. You are either getting ahead by learning new things or falling behind by ignoring the AI wave. It has been confirmed that GPT-5 will have, quote, ability to call AI agents to perform tasks autonomously. And the source is Business Insider. I'm going to link the article below. But think about this for a second. GPT-5, the next version of ChatGPT, will have AI agents built inside of it. Don't wait for agents to be perfect. Don't wait for them to be super intelligent, capable of everything. At that point, it will be too late. The time to get into AI agents is now. ChatGPT isn't enough. Knowing how to use LLMs will not put you on the cutting edge. That is simply the basics. ChatGPT is a mass market product, which means it's very limited. It has to be simple and easy to use, but that also means it cannot do everything. You can't put it on your own website. You can't work with it in your code. It has low customizability, limited number of tools, fixed temperature, and many other limitations. So here is the difference between agents and chatbots. Chatbots are great at conversation, but they lack the ability to actually do things or perform tasks. Agents, on the other hand, are equipped with tools that let them interact with websites, software, files, or just other agents. Agents can also collaborate in teams where each agent has a specialized skill and knowledge. So how can we build an AI agent that's smarter than ChatGPT? We need to give it the ability to do more things. In other words, give it custom tools, skills, functions, and those are just different words for the same thing. LLM is basically the brain. And what's better than one brain? Two brains, meaning multi-agent teams. Moving from a limited chat interface, such as we have in ChatGPT, into Python will also unlock a world of opportunities and possibilities, which will let us build smarter agents. I'll show you how to do all of these 3 steps in this video, even if you aren't a programmer. So watch until the end. Now, preparing for the post-AGI world can be difficult. There are certain things you can do to prepare for AGI, such as building agents. It's definitely one of the skills you can learn. But creating your own AI strategy can be tough, especially if you're new to AI. So if you want me to make a personalized AI strategy just for you, then make sure to join my community. It's the first link in the description. But this offer is only available in the next 24 hours. So if you want a personalized AI plan made by me, then make sure to join now. And also, we offer a 100% money back guarantee, meaning if you don't find the community valuable, you can message me and I will personally send you the money back. Now, building an agent from scratch requires you to know a good amount of Python and programming knowledge. And the code quickly becomes repetitive when you want to build your second agent, your third agent, and so on. That's why we use agent frameworks. They make building AI agents easier, faster, and more enjoyable. Now you might be thinking, okay David, but how do I choose among the dozens of agent frameworks, right? The main problem is that most of these frameworks were created as an idea, as an experiment, a research project, not to solve a real problem. By the way, this is a quick business tip. Don't grow your business by having ideas. Grow your business by solving problems your customers have. A lot of these frameworks also don't let you customize the system prompts, which is just kind of crazy if you think about it. Agency Swarm is a new framework that solves both of these problems. By the way, watch my podcast with the founder VRSEN for more details. I'm gonna link it below. Agency Swarm was designed for actual business use cases. It wasn't just an idea that someone was like, oh, that would be cool to exist. No, VRSEN made it because he needed to solve real problems in real companies of his clients. So what sets Agency Swarm apart? And by the way, you can see the fast growth of GitHub stars on the right. Well, it doesn't have a single hard-coded prompt, meaning you can customize literally everything. There is automatic type checking when calling functions, right? So let's say your agent needs to call a function create image. Well, if there is a typo in that create image name, let's say create image, well, that will not work because you have to be precise in programming. So other frameworks, maybe CrewAI, don't have the automatic type checking. Agency Swarm does, which makes it a lot more reliable in production. It also has a built-in Genesis function that helps you get started. It helps you set up your teams of agents, and it's super easy to use. We'll get to it in a bit. And it also comes with a custom GPT for writing new tools. So like, making tools is by far the hardest part about agents. And having this GPT that knows the formatting, knows the documentation is super helpful. It's also built on top of Assistant API from OpenAI. And this is perhaps the single best API for building your own AI agents. And also it's made by OpenAI, so, perhaps the leading company in the entire AI space. If you've ever built your own GPT inside of ChatGPT, you will be very familiar with Assistant API. Obviously, it's more advanced, it's more like programming oriented. It doesn't have such a fancy UI, but all of the concepts are the same. System prop, functions, external knowledge, you will be familiar. And recently it got a huge update, the Assistant API, into V2, and this makes it way more powerful. Like, for example, before you could give one assistant 20 files, now you can give him 10,000 files. That is 500x increase. Wow. And it also improved the vector storing and many other things in V2. So this is enough for theory. Now it's time for action. Most people only learn and never implement. Please don't be one of them. I will show you everything step by step so you can follow along even if you aren't a programmer. And if you get stuck at any point, just ask ChatGPT or Perplexity. You will be surprised how many problems these tools can solve. Alright, let's get to building. I'm gonna show you everything in real time. That way you can see how I think and troubleshoot issues. So I'm inside of VS Code. I've got an empty file. It's not really needed right now, but what you need is go to terminal and open up a new terminal. And we have the PowerShell right here. We can use it right here, or you can drag it up here. Doesn't really matter. First thing we need is to install the Agency Swarm package. Simply enough, type pip install --upgrade agency swarm, agency-swarm, and hit enter. This will install the package and update it if you have an old version. Okay, let's do CLS to clear it up. Next, we use the Genesis function, which will help us tremendously, save us so much time. And especially if you're new to Agency Swarm, it can be quite intimidating, but thanks to the Genesis function, that makes building the agents much easier. So just type Agency Swarm, agency-swarm, Genesis. And by the way, we should get an error here. Yes, OpenAI API key not set. Please set it with --OpenAI API key, or by setting it as the environment variable. And honestly, both of these are quite easy to do, but I think I'm just going to do this one. Now, to get an API key, we obviously have to go to platform.openai.com. So go to platform.openai.com and sign in with the same account you have, right? Same account as you have in ChatGPT, sign in here. Again, platform.openai.com. On the left, click on API keys and create a new secret key. You can name it Agency Swarm, create secret key, and copy this. Obviously, do not share your API keys with anybody. I'm gonna delete mine before uploading the video. Go back to VS Code and let's put it as the argument behind the command, right? So let's CLS and do Agency Swarm Genesis, and I probably shouldn't have cleared it, but let's do --OpenAI key and then paste it. Okay, and it works beautiful. We are inside of the Genesis function, and this will help us build our team of agents. So now you simply describe what you need, what you want to build. So I want to build something that I actually need to use myself, and that is a converter from .webp, from image type webp to PNG. I mean, we all hate the issue, right? When you download an image from the web and it's like .webp, it's like, oh my god. So I'm gonna build that. I want to build a simple image converter that takes .webp images and turns them into PNG. Okay, we have the Genesis CEO talking to us. It sounds like you are looking to create an agency for converting webp images into PNG. We have some proposals, I guess. Okay, I don't know why it repeated like this. It's probably not intended. Again, this framework is still very new, so it's not going to be perfect. But okay, I mean, I like this interface. Like, really makes it conversational. And I think this is using probably GPT-4 to build this. Yeah. Okay, so agency name, web to PNG converter. Okay, let's scroll down to the conversational flow. Yeah, structure and agents. Okay, agency mission. To provide a reliable and efficient conversion service from .webp image format to PNG, ensuring high quality output and user-friendly interaction. I can agree with that mission. Agency structure and agents. Number 1, converter CEO, Chief Executive Officer agent. Okay. I mean, this is basically the manager equivalent. Role, acts as the primary interface with the user, receives WebP images and delegates tasks to converter agent. Communication, can initiate communication with converter agent. Yes, we want that. And the communication flows are very important. Tools, non-directly, oversees operations. Okay, makes sense. Second agent, converter agent. Conversation specialist agent, role responsible for converting the provided images. Communication, receives tasks from converter CEO and sends back the converted files. Tools/APIs, utilizes image processing libraries or APIs for conversion. Okay, here are 2 examples in Python. All right, communication flows. The following Python snippet defines how communication flows is structured. All right, so we're gonna see that we have converter CEO and converter agent, and I think when it's like this in the in the squared brackets, it means that they can communicate with one another. Let me actually check that if that's correct. So the top level, these agents can communicate with the user, meaning it can get inputs and give you outputs. In the square brackets, these agents can communicate with one another. So obviously we have only 2 agents here, but like if you had 3, 4, 5, this setup is really important. So the communication flows, pay attention to this. So again, top, this is with the user, and bottom with between one another. Please confirm if this setup aligns with your needs and if you have any specific tools or APIs. I don't think you actually need an API for this. We can probably do it with just Python libraries. We don't need any APIs for this. Let's just do the image conversion with Python libraries. Enter. And by the way, you can see here, this link is to the OpenAI API. Maybe we can actually use it. So this is the OpenAI platform again. But instead of going into API keys, we went into Playground, and we can see this is beautiful, right? So inside of here, in the URL, you can see this assistant ID. This is the assistant, and then the thread ID. Right here, we can see this is the same ID and the thread ID. So, you know, this is the user interface. That's obviously graphic and much simpler to understand if you're not a programmer. But you can see like how this is basically the same. Temperature 0.4, okay. Functions, create agency folder, finalize agency, okay. And you can already see, like, because we're using agency swarm, we have extra functions that are not available by default. And we're using v2, obviously. So yeah, this is like very nice way. And let's look at the instructions actually. This is interesting. So Genesis Agency Manifesto. You are part of a Genesis agency for a framework called Agency Swarm. The goal of your agency is to create other agencies. I don't know if I would use agency. I would probably use the term like agent teams. I don't know. Probably just a semantic. Below is a brief description of the framework. Agency Swarm started as a desire and effort by VRSEN, aka VRSEN, to fully automate his AI agency. I'm wondering like whether this backstory actually helps. So yeah, pretty extensive system prompt. Let's go back to VS Code. I'm not sure if anything changed though, because I just clarified that I want it with Python libraries. Great, we'll proceed with using Python libraries for the image conversion tasks. Alright, okay, on the left you can see that we have a new folder. So alright, it already went ahead and created it. I didn't even realize. Let's look at this, what we have new. So we have the manifesto, basically the same, right? dedicated converting images. Goals, simple, effective, okay. And then it went ahead and created the folder with the agents inside. So we have converter CEO and converter agent. Goals: to provide a simple, effective image creation tool, ensure high quality output for all converted images, to maintain user-friendly interaction and clear communication. This is just creating, I mean, it's good that showing everything, but it's building the agent team. So yeah, you can see there's a bunch of files, schemas, tools, initializer, converter agent, and instructions markdown. So yeah, this is showing everything, how it built itself. All right, I mean, I think we can actually look. All right, so this is how we run it, right? Python agency.py. So let's look at the two agents we have. First, converter CEO, name, obviously, description. This agent acts as the primary interface with the user. So this agent acts as the primary interface with the user, receives webp images, and delegates tasks. Files is everything here. So this is another benefit of Agency Swarm. You don't have to attach the files individually. You can just put them into the folder and they'll be automatically attached. Temperature 0.3. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna put 0.1. Why not? Max prompt tokens. I mean, why is it so high? Okay, let's do like 2048. Let's look at his instructions. This is his system prompt. Converter CEO. Okay, I mean, honestly, I think these system prompts could be more thorough. I mean, this is a good start, like really solid start. But yeah, only 2 sections and 4 steps. Primary instructions: number 1, received webp images from the user, send message to. Okay, so this is really good. It's like already formatted, I assume, as the name of that function. So let's look at our second agent, the converter agent, the one that actually does the work. Shorter, this agent is responsible for converting webp, PNG. Okay, this is not optimal because we are using only one of these, right? If we go to instructions, files, schemas, tools. Okay, isn't this a mistake? I don't know. I'm gonna assume this is correct. I'm just gonna look at the tools, right? So we have this one. This is our main tool right here. This is what does the job. We're using PIL, and then this tool enables the converter agent to convert images from one format to another. Oh, okay, so it's below. Okay, then I'm just dumb, I guess. Okay, I mean, I think the best way to test that out, honestly, is to just run it. And let's run it with Python agency API. And now I'm in the folder. So now it should work. We have an error. Name converter CEO is not defined. That's very interesting. Okay, maybe we have to import the agents actually. Converter agent, import converter agent. Okay, yeah. Does this solve it? By the way, we can probably just click this button. It's probably easier. Another error. Beautiful. Invalid agency chart. But we have solved the previous error, so that's good. File agency line 7 chart. Where is agency chart? I mean, this is my first time using Agency Swarm, so that's why I'm so clueless here. Agency chart to be passed into the agency class. Example CO dev. I mean, I don't know, that was created by the Genesis agent, so no, let's run it. A different error. I mean, we're just going through the errors. Traceback, okay. File, line 107, agency.py. Okay, I see, I think I see, yeah. Oh my god, okay. CEO equals, convert the CEO, and then converter agent. Oh my god, why is this so obvious? Okay, the Genesis agent needs some work. Okay, next error. Beautiful, this is easy to solve. Pip install Gradio. Pip install Gradio. Beautiful. Let's just run it again. Okay. Oh my god. No way. Open it up, and this is it. We're in Gradio. So we can talk directly to both of these. And Okay, let's find a webp file, right? Okay, I've obtained a webp file. Let's say convert this to PNG. I will need the webp file. I did upload the file. I did upload the file. There is no file attached. What do you mean? No way. Like, can it interact with the folder? Okay. Wait, it did load something. There's an issue. But it's doing something though. Converter CEO. Trying to do this. Okay, the CEO should not do it. Let's try talking directly to the converter agent. Convert the attached file in files. Okay, it cannot take this file. It needs to be... Okay, I don't know. It seems like it needs to be in this folder then. Okay, boom. It's in the, this Midjourney photo. Let's try again. Try again. Look into your files folder. Copy path. We need this path. This is the path. Let's see if it can handle specifying the direct path to the file. Oh my god. The webp image has been successfully converted to PNG format. You can find the converted file at the following path. And then in files. Oh my god. No way. No way. Look at this. .png. Guys, this is crazy. We have built the agent. So if you want personalized AI strategy made just for you, which is only available for the next 24 hours, then make sure to join the community. It's the first link in the description. Thank you for watching.